This week, we have one of Kansas City, Missouri's finest, Phoenix Suns energy man, the mailman, Mr. Everything, Everywhere, all at once, Ish Wainright.
The one-star recruits have partnered with 500 Level. Grab yourself an Ish Wainright shirt at 500level.com. Discount code 1-star. It'll be the best thing you do all week. 500level.com, 1-star. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? This is Ish Wainright. I'm with the One Star Recruit podcast. Shouts out to the Phoenix Suns and the fans, the whole city. Shouts out to KC. Appreciate all the love and support, y'all.
Yo, aloha. Welcome to the One Star Recruits podcast. I'm DK, joined as always with my best friend and energy guy of the pod, Rip. We are one stars. Like you, we're on this journey of life doing our best. We're getting 5 stars on this podcast to inspire us, to give us some life lessons, to teach us the ways that they do what they do. This week, we're back in the Valley of the Sun. Last week, we were in the G League. This year, we got the call up. One stars got the call up with our hometown guy, Ish Wainright. We had to call in our hometown guy, one stars hometown guy, comedian, Adam Lamb. Welcome back, Mr. Adam Lamb.
Hey. DK, I don't know if you're seeing this on the lighting. I don't know if it's just my screen, but are you getting Princess Leia from the first Star Wars vibes from Rip right now with the hood? And it looks like he's got the hairballs on the side. Is that just me or?
It's so cute. He has the cutest little pug.
It's cute.
Right
yeah,
now,
it's
somehow.
cute
Yeah,
no matter
cute,
what.
Rip. Is that what you're going for?
I'm 1-star. I'm not gonna lie. It's 8:15 on a Monday night. It's pretty much my bedtime. But I'm excited, man, because we got a lot of people talk about BDE, big dick energy, but we got BBE, big balls energy. Adam Lamb has 2 balls the size of Subway meatballs, and this guy. It's been a while, Adam Lamb. Can you? What's your excuse for not coming back on One Star? Because we get people asking. I'm not even joking. Basically every week, when is Adam Lamb going to be back on the show? What's going on in your life that you don't have time for this?
Like Sig sends it from all his burner accounts, like different accounts. Like, my name's Jack McCallum, and I want Adam Lamb. It's all Sig. We all know it. And by the way, Subway meatballs, Rip, are like marbles. You know,
Thank you.
You didn't say like an Italian bakery's sub sandwich. You said like Subway's meatball sandwich. So thank you on that. Wait, why have I never come back?
Here's why he never come back, because Rip, you're our booker and you never booked.
Yeah.
It comes on when we book the Phoenix Suns that comedian Adam Lamb appreciates. And as soon as we booked this one, it was pretty quick. I mean, usually we have to call this guy 4 times. He was in as soon as he heard Ish. Was that correct, Adam?
I didn't hesitate. I love Ish. I love watching the Suns game. I love studying Ish's face for some reason. I always stare at his face during games more than other players. Like, I couldn't tell you what Josh Okogie looks like, but Ish, like I would recognize in a second if I saw him anywhere. But
Josh Okogie has also, in fairness, worn a mask for his entire Suns career.
See, I didn't know that.
Knows what he looks like.
I didn't know that. I watch every game, and I would have no idea if he had a mask on, if he had a rosacea or what was going on there.
Look, we got him back, Rip, and that is exactly why. I know we were trying to save comedian Adam Lamb for when we booked. This was a tough booking. We weren't sure if we're going to book Northern Colorado head football coach Ed Lamb at one point, and we were going to have Adam on to see if they wanted to do a test. We thought they might have been related. Future show. In this case, we're going to stick in Phoenix. We talked to Ish about all the stuff. Kevin Durant, very important piece. Is there any updates, Rip, from the Valley of the Sun on KD? We're still chilling until playoffs, right?
Adam probably knows more than me about it. Adam's on Suns Twitter like 24/7. What do we
got?
Yeah,
I think the what the team is pushing is like, if this was a playoffs right now, Durant could play, blah, blah, blah. We're just being cautious. I don't know.
We got 11 games left. How many do you think we see Durant for?
I'm assuming if they're waiting this long, they're not bringing him back anytime before 4 games left in the season, maybe 2. But it is Durant. I mean, he doesn't need a whole lot of like warm-up time. He's pretty good to go right off the bat. They were looking good those couple games with him. So, you know, I don't know. It's such a weird season. This season's so weird. It's like we could miss the playoffs or we could win the championship. I don't know what to say, guys.
Well,
hey, DK, just to clarify, you were going to bring on a man named Ed Lamb and have us do a live DNA test to see if we're father and son.
We think there's a lot of similarities, and there's not that many lambs. And we researched the lamb family tree, and turns out there's almost millions. There's multi-million lambs in the country. So it might have been a dumb bit, but we got you here with Ish.
But that would have been a big jump for your show. Like that would have been, we're Straight Ahead Sports Podcast. Now we're doing a completely new thing. That would have been major. I wish
it would have been on our Patreon, One Star Recruits Patreon.
We have some ideas for our Patreon. One of them was a paternity test with you and Coach Ed Lamb. Another was for Rip and I think possibly we both have some autism, so we're going to do an autism test.
I'm in on that. I've been watching YouTube videos on that lately.
Love it.
I think I got a touch.
For the Patreon, join it. We're starting to grow that thing. So you'll get on it too. And we'll all find out, where we fall on the spectrum. So we got some fun stuff lined up there. We got some fun stuff lined up in the NBA. I think for me, Phoenix Suns wise, Rip, I'm feeling fairly comfortable with the situation now. It's just wait until the playoffs and hope everybody is healthy enough. And I'm talking Chris Paul, obviously Kevin Durant. I love Ish, but I do have some concerns off the bench. He talked about some of our guys, Shamit, a couple of these bench players that I think, we talked about balls. We need not the subway balls in the playoffs for some bed, especially if guys like Chris Paul, God forbid, miss some games in the playoff. But I'm feeling good. And I'll tell you what, my favorite thing, Rip, and I'm going to pass it to you before we get to this interview. God, I love that man's energy, Mr. Wainright. Doesn't he have
Wainright? Yeah. I thought you were talking about me. DK.
No, his energy, his story. I mean, we've had Busy on this pod twice, and he's obviously my favorite son. But I think Ish is a close second right now. He's playing in crunch time, just like we mentioned, probably because no KD. But the guy's his journey is an incredible story. So let's listen to more of this awesome interview with Ish Wainright. Now joining the One Star Recruits podcast, we have a father, a native of Kansas City, Missouri, a hooper, a fan favorite in places like Strasbourg, France, Nuremberg, Germany, and now our hometown of Phoenix, Arizona. We got one of the top 3 pairs of shoulders currently in the NBA. Ish Wainright is in the house with the One Star Recruits. Thanks for hanging out with the One Stars, Ish.
No problem. What's good?
Hey, we're so happy to have you on, man. We're all Suns guys here, and a lot of Suns fans know your incredible story. A basketball player at Baylor, spent time on the football team, then in camp with the Buffalo Bills, and overseas hooper, and now NBA player. I dug up a quote over the weekend that impressed the hell out of me, and I think it really sums things up about where you've been. I want to read it to you because I'm not sure you've ever heard it before. It's from one of your coaches in Nuremberg. His name, I think, was Vitautas Bousas.
Vitas.
Give me that name.
His name is Vitas. I don't know how to say his last name.
Vitas. All right, so Coach Vitas. Coach Vitas, he's still coaching over there. He uses your story to motivate his players still. And here's what he said about your journey. This is a story worth $1 million. How we managed to recruit him, how incredible his development was, his will and dedication. I don't want to use his fame as a spotlight for myself. I just want to share a story of a great person who fully deserved it. Now he's on the highest stage. I'm extremely happy to see my friend reaching such a high stage in only 3 years. He did it by himself. He had a clear goal, and we were only his friends through that journey. What does that quote make you think of when you hear it?
That's V, man. We had long practices. He that means a lot. Like, man, I didn't even hear that. I never heard that, but man, to hear him say that, like, that's a lot. It means a lot. It means more than y'all think because he was there when I first got overseas. He was the first coach that coached me overseas. So he's seen me coming from the football stage, trying to get back into basketball stage, so trying to adapt, and especially to adapt overseas. Seeing the other team coaches look at me like, who is this guy? And then seeing the referees, hearing the referees say, you're American football player. You should go back and play American football. You don't belong out here, stuff like that. And then either calling a quick foul or travel. Like I averaged probably four turnovers my first 10 games out there because it was all just travels. And I got used to it. And I fouled out probably the first 6 games because they were trying to stop me basically. But he's seen the process. He's seen my process. He's seen my hard work. And I mean, he pulled me to the side a couple of times and said, "Hey, if you just listen, you're going to be in the NBA soon." He knew my goal once I got over there. He knew it. And I listened to that advice that he gave me. And I mean, of course, other people said the same thing. If you listen, you'll make it to the NBA. But hearing him say that, and him also being my first coach over there, he's been around a lot of EuroLeague guys. It was either NBA, EuroLeague, and I was like, I want to do both. Eventually, I want to do both. But he's like, if you listen, take care of business, and you'll be there one day. And a couple years later, boom.
What's up? Yeah, here we
Real
are.
talk.
The journey started back in Kansas City. I mean, you're a proud native of the 816. I'm gonna hit you with a few things related to Kansas City. You just give me a few words that come to mind, maybe a memory or something that meant along the way. We'll do a quick hitter segment. You cool with that?
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Let's do Blue Springs South, the outdoor courts.
Outdoor courts? Oh my gosh. How do you know about that?
Your brother tweeted about it, I think. Your brother had to tweet about it saying you were there till like 1 a.m. some nights and just the journey,
some nights, man, we used to go out there. So the outdoor courts in Blue Springs, it was like it was like our Rucker Park. It was our Rucker Park. I'm talking about like I used to go out there at a young age and watch older guys play. But then until I got older, like watching the George Goods and those guys, the Ron Pearsons and all that, watching those guys play. And I'm like, okay, it's my turn. So it was like, bring your five, you bring your five. So it'll be about 200 people out there, music blasting. You got to put quarters in the lights, quarter full of lights. And when I tell you, if you got off that court, you won't touch that court for another probably 30 minutes because it's 4 teams in front of you. So I bring my five. And we'll run that court. We ran that court all night. I'm talking about we'll get there at 7 and we won't leave until about 1:32. And I'm talking about full out sweat, people coming in and out. Oh, it was crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like if I could still hoop outside, I would go hoop outside in the off season. Like in the NBA lockout, if I was in the NBA lockout going to hoop outside, I would definitely go hoop outside.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I can't anymore.
Not in Arizona, bro. Now it's 122, man, for sure.
We didn't care at nighttime. We didn't care.
We
didn't trust me. We did not care. We had water. Yeah. We had everything.
You go into Lake Giacomo, bro. That's what happens if you get tired.
And we had a quick trip down the street, so we all just go grab some water and bring it over here.
Oh yeah, respect a quick trip. They got the best soft drink center in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How about Kansas City barbecue? We had Rashad White on last week. He likes a couple spots. I think he said Joe's. What's your spot?
No, I don't know. Yeah, no Joe's. I'm sorry. I wasn't raised on Joe's. I was raised on Gates Barbecue. Gates Barbecue and now Jack Stacks. Jack Stacks is fire. Q39 is fire also, but Gates Barbecue, the one on 12th Street, the one up north off 40 Highway. The one in Kansas had the chicken wings at first. But nah, Gates Barbecue and Jack Stacks for sure.
Kansas City, you check it out. Or if you're visiting, a lot of people road trip in the summer. This is a reason to go through Kansas City to get grub. People say LC's too. Is that overrated too?
LC's not overrated. LC's is low key. LC's is like right off, what's that, Blue Parkway?
Yeah.
350. Yeah, LC's is low key.
We've heard that on the pod too, LC's. Add it to the list. Yeah. How about St. John Bosco Center?
St. John Bosco Center? That's where, if it wasn't for Bosco, I wouldn't even be here, to be honest with you. That's just me being honest. My dad, that's an upset. If it wasn't for Don Bosco, I wouldn't be here in the NBA right now.
Oh,
I wouldn't have the game that I have. I wouldn't have the knowledge that I have. I wouldn't have the brothers that I have, the relationships. I wouldn't even have a father if it wasn't for Don Bosco.
Wow. Big shout out, man. I love it. The K, Kauffman Stadium.
I actually got a tattoo. Like, people don't understand. I have a KC, the Kauffman Stadium tattoo. So you see. I didn't really go to a lot of baseball games. My dad used to give out tickets. So for the community, he used to get free tickets, and no matter where we sat, it's always a good view. But yeah, when we went 2015, and we need to step our game up and get back to
up. Was Pops a Bo Jackson fan?
He was a Bo Jackson fan, and Bo Jackson was one reason why I did dual sports.
Word?
My whole life.
Oh
Bo
yeah,
Jackson, Antonio Gates, those guys right there.
Antonio Gates, Ish knows, Bo knows. Last one, Raytown South High School.
Raytown South High School. George Good, Crude Up, all those guys. Coach Bud Latham, Coach O. Yeah, that's what I remember. It was times where, we should have, me personally, my freshman, sophomore year, we should have won state. We should have went to state and won state. My freshman year, we should have beat Chaminade, who had Bradley Bill. We didn't get a chance to play against them. We lost to Chicago Orr, and they had a squad. I forgot the guys that was on my team. Chicago Orr was nice. We lost to them in St. Louis tournament. But we underachieved, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure everyone on that team knows that to this day.
Yeah.
One of my teammates actually, they know. We should have won. We should have won that. They know.
Kansas City, the 816 knows, really, man. Just go a segment. Mad love. Thank you. That was awesome. That was deep. I'm going to take it to the NBA, bro. You played heavy crunch time minutes in Oklahoma City yesterday. You had a couple switches in defending Shy. Forced that man to miss a couple tough shots in the last few possessions. Your role in the Sun squad is real. We love it. We really love it. Kevin Durant will hopefully be back soon to add another layer to that offense in the kind of closing minutes, whatever. But what have you learned from KD, bro, in the last month or so since you guys been teammates?
Confidence. Keep it up. It showed big time when not even just last night against Dallas, coming in and hitting those big shots and him hitting me in my chest and giving me confidence, the face after I hit my three, all that, he said, hey, that's big time. Like, for you to be able to sit down all game and come in and hit big shots. He was like, every game is not going to be like this. As y'all can see, I just went 0 for 4 last night. Every game is not going to be like 4 for 4, 4 for 5, but he was like, things happen. He was like, just keep the confidence, and we're going to need that down the stretch because everybody knows all eyes are going to be on Book. All eyes is going to be on KD. All eyes are going to be on 3. And now it's that 4 or 5 position that has to be ready and stay ready.
3-time corner 3 all day, Ish. I love it. Thank you, bro.
Corner pocket.
Hey, Ish. So the One Star Recruits podcast is a very positive podcast. They don't try to get controversial or ask athletes gotcha questions, clickbait, none of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just sitting in today as a guest host. So those rules don't apply to me. You know what I mean? So my question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you or your teammates or you combined hate Draymond Green? I think we lost Ish. I think he logged off. Oh, there he is. All right.
I'm not gonna put it on a scale, but
right. Just generally talk about the hate.
I mean, I think it's not just us; it's the whole league because you have guys like, I don't have no clickbait, but everybody know the guys in the league that people dislike.
Yeah.
Of course, he's one of them, but I mean, he's that guy. He's the enforcer. Nobody likes the enforcer. Nobody likes the bully. So that's just how it is. You had the little kid in school that's like, go home behind closed doors, like, because they can't do anything. So he's that guy. Like, he's the bully of the league. But sometimes what Big Zebo say, bullies get bullied. So it's
right.
It's just everybody knows who those guys in the NBA is. So it's like, I don't really speak about it.
You want to name any other ones while we're here, or just?
No, y'all see, we don't like each other. Y'all see everyone that don't like everybody. Y'all see everything y'all see, we see.
All right, so I know you like to downplay it, but we all know that you're the Suns tough guy. But who would Suns fans be surprised to find out is like a secret tough guy on the team? And no, okay. I was just going to clarify. Ish. Like, no one's going up to Biz in a bar and starting trouble, whether they know him from the NBA or not. This is what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking like there's a really secret tough guy like Landry Shamet, campaign, assistant coach Kevin Young. Could these guys like have me choked out in like seconds if I said the wrong thing?
Of course.
It was
of course. Landry,
Fair
okay, that's the case. Landry.
Landry.
Wow.
Landry,
Who knew?
Landry's from Kansas City also. So
he's got that friendly face, but I feel the rage under there. For some reason, I just feel it.
Who else? It's
going to come out in the playoffs. It's going to come out in the playoffs.
It's for sure going to come out in the playoffs. I promise you it will.
Well, yeah.
He has a chip on his shoulder.
Forget about it. But
nobody, Biz will kick you in the back of your head and just walk off like nothing happened.
I think a lot of people would think CP3, but I think he would have you off your feet on the ground before you even knew what happened. Like, you wouldn't even know you were in a fight yet. And he, just the craftiness of CP3. That's all I'm leaving. You know, I asked you the question, then I answered it myself. That's not a good thing to do in an interview.
Y'all sleep. Jock too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's from Australia, so he's a little different.
Yeah.
Because Jock always does things when he gets mad that like you never see him do. Like he'll get a couple fouls, and the next time down he'll dunk. Like, you know, he could dunk on the 12-foot rim all of a sudden. All right. So last question from me, Ish. So I know that Ish is already kind of a nickname. It's like an abbreviation of your name. And when you were young, your nickname with your family was Mailman, right? But I'm thinking to take everything Ish to the next level, you need like a nickname, you know? So I want to nail it down right now. Here are my ideas. And they're kind of weird and kind of random. So I don't know why this just sounds cool to me. General Wainright.
General Wainright.
I'm putting that out there.
Okay.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
That's different.
I think
it's a little.
Nah. Okay.
Give him some
it gets better. It gets better. Now this one, if I ever meet you, do not hit me on this. Let me explain. Christina. Only because it's an ironic nickname. Like you would only be you to go by the nickname Christina, because it's like ironic because you're tough. You're like the biggest, toughest, strongest guy in the NBA. So it's like, you know what, Christina, but don't say it. Don't giggle when you say it.
No,
I knew that was bad. I knew that was bad.
No, I'm not,
Rip,
no.
the regular host Rip and DK made me ask that one. Okay, so.
You got a good one? You got a good one, Adam?
I got a good one. Hey, can I ask the question, DK? All right. So this seems to be the popular one of the people I've run it by. All right. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Oh,
it's a little long.
Oscar-winning movie right there.
Oscar-winning movie.
Everything,
everywhere, all at once. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Kind of describes your game.
Okay. I'm about to say you got to describe it to me then.
Describe it?
Yeah, describe it to me.
Yeah,
that's the ultimate NBA player, right? He does everything. He's everywhere on the court all at once. Like Ish, there's no part of your game where we're like, oh, he can't go inside, he can't go outside, he can't play defense, he can't like you can do everything. Everywhere.
Here's what it means
all
to me,
at once.
Ish, it means you get in the game and you know you get in the game when you stay ready and everything. All you do what needs to fucking happen, which you do.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to say the first one and the last one. The middle one, Christina. No,
Christina. No.
Don't ever say that again.
And that was
we're editing that.
That was the guy. The Hawaiian guy in the office there. He came up with that Christina thing.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with that at all. No.
And everything everywhere all at once is hot right now because it just won Best Picture last week at the Oscars.
Swept the Oscars.
Okay, so anything. So say it one more time.
Everything.
Everywhere.
All at once.
All at once. That's a long nickname.
And
it's longer than his name, to be honest.
Yeah, most nicknames kind of shorten the
name. You got three middle names in the last.
It's a reverse nickname.
Ish, also a great movie. If you ever want to check out the movie, it's a really good movie.
I'm gonna check it
out. I think we're on to something. Maybe even like something to shorten it, but maybe just everything.
One-star nickname segment, Adam. One-star nickname segment. But you do got the sick-ass Ish Wainright t-shirt listeners right now.
That's dope. That's dope.
.com. They got some good ones for Ish. If you Google Ish Wainright and Phoenix Suns, go check it out. Get yourself a discount too. Let's wrap this up, Rich. What do you got?
Yeah, Ish, we're going to close this out. We got a few more quick ones here. We end every interview with the segment we call 1 star to 5 star. We're the one stars. Everybody knows it. You can tell by these questions. But we're trying to get better with advice and tips from every 5-star guest we have on this podcast, like yourself. So I want to ask a few more that they run the gamut on a 1 to 5-star scale. Let's say 1's the lowest, 5's the highest.
All right.
We mentioned we all grew up in the Valley. We argue about the food scene all the time, and we all have our favorite places. Mine is Pete's Fish and Chips. Shout out. DK likes Ted's Hot Dogs in Tempe, and Adam is a big Zeke's Pizza guy. You see that pizza in the background.
Yeah.
You've been there a couple years now. What is Ish Wainwright's 5-star eating spot in the Phoenix area?
My 5-star eating spot. Oh, I got a few of them, to be honest with y'all. So can I say y'all like a few of them?
Oh yeah, shout them out.
I'm gonna start off with Easy Bachi because that's just fire. You got Easy Bachi, you got Taco Boys, you got Aruba's. They get the white sands burrito is fire. It's off Camelback. I think it's like, is that 16th and Camelback or something like that? 16th and Camelback.
Yep.
Sushi Brokers. Fire. Then my brunch spots, you got Sugar Jam, you got Brunch and Sip. We just had Butters the other day.
Ish Wainright, big brunch guy, huh?
I'm a big brunch guy. I could eat breakfast all day, to be honest with you. Breakfast,
too.
lunch, and dinner. So
it's good out here in Hawaii. We do really good brunch in Hawaii. Hawaii and Scottsdale got brunch on lock, and Southern California.
I'm big in it. I like just going out, just trying new spots. So if y'all have any spots, feel free to hit me up and let me try them out.
But you hit my spots real quick with Taco Boys, by the way. Taco Boys.
Yeah, Taco Boy. Yo, shouts out to all the boys all the fellas at Taco Boys, man. First of all, they got good food, but then also the cars that they be having are fire too.
Yeah,
so they're big in the car scene too. So
nice. Yeah. You and Book, you pull up in those in the 54 Cutlasses or what?
Nah, we pull up in something else soon. You're gonna see.
We got that 2.5, Adam. We signed that. We got that money.
Nah, this is hard work right here.
That's true.
You'll see soon. It's fire.
All right, we got 2 more. Let's go to being a dad. You're a proud father of 2 kids. It's one of the joys of life, but we all know raising kids brings some crazy moments along with it. We've had Olympic athletes on this pod tell us they forgot to pick their kids up at school. I gave my kid the wrong medicine. One night he ended up in the ER. Hey, we all have them, those 1-star parenting moments. I want to know from Ish, your career as a father, what's been one of those 1-star parenting moments for you?
I'm going to say with my daughter, just giving her a lot of ice cream.
Like a whole half gallon?
Yeah, when I took her to Bahama Bucks when we were in Houston, and I'm talking about she was so jacked up on sugar, it was unreal. Me and her already like, just energize a bunny, but having both of us jacked up on sugar, oh my gosh.
I love it, man.
So that was a 1-star moment for me.
That is such a nice 1-star moment, though. I thought you might have pulled up to practice with poo somewhere you didn't know you had on you from a chain.
No. If I actually thought that was the first one that came up to mind, but yeah. Then also, she told me that she could swim, and I believed her.
Oh, how'd that work out?
Oh, she ran and jumped in the pool, and I kept looking like, "Baby, you gonna come back up?" And I jumped in. And so I ended up like asking her, like, "Baby, can you swim?" She said, "Yes, I can swim." I'm talking about, no, like, can you really swim? Because I don't, she stays with her mother, so I had to call her mom, like, hey, she lied to me. She can swim. She said, "The girl can't swim." So that was a 1-star.
Hey, she knows Mr. Everything Everywhere All at Once will be there to grab her out of the pool, though.
Oh, she can swim now. She's a fish, but yeah, that kind of freaked me out as a parent. And that was a 1-star for sure. That was a point. That wasn't even a star.
Well, it's a 0-star moment for Ish. Hey,
0 star.
We got last one. I've asked a couple NBA players this before because I always want to highlight how great the shooting is in the NBA. We've all seen that YouTube clip of Steph Curry hitting 105 straight threes after a practice without a miss. It's crazy. Here's the question for you, because you got that corner spot unlocked, that corner pocket. If you had 100 open threes at Footprint Center, nobody else around, a quiet gym, how many are you hitting out of 100?
Ooh, I'll say I would say in the 70s for sure.
Ooh.
I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'll say in the 70s. I've done it before, and it's been up there 65 plus.
Damn.
But 70s. Getting the groove, throwing some R&B music. I'll get you 70s.
How about you, Adam? How many you got on out of 100 on the NBA court?
Out of
I'm gonna do that
100
tonight. I'm gonna do that
NBA
tonight,
court.
matter of fact.
You're gonna do it tonight? All right.
Yeah,
Tweet it out. Tweet it out. Add us on Twitter.
I will for sure.
Ish, the straight on three is my specialty. I can hit about 42 out of 100, and then the other locations on the 3-point line, 0 for 100.
Just doesn't just look right.
One dimensional. It's a one dimensional.
Yeah, my depth perception. I need the full backboard. My depth perception is a little off.
Fat man, team fat man.
Hey, we're looking for that tweet tonight, Ish. We have 11 games left in the Suns regular season. Everybody knows where to find Ish in that corner, shooting those threes. But go follow this man at Wainright24 on Twitter and at Mailman24 on Instagram. Pick up that Ish shirt that Adam has on 500level.com. Ish, we love watching the journey, man. We're so happy you made your way to Phoenix. Keep working, keep improving, and keep being a positive role model. Thank you for coming on the One Star Recruits.
Thank y'all for having me. Anytime, man. Anytime. Just let me know. I appreciate y'all. This was fun.
So Rip, I don't know if you know this, Adam, but Rip knows this. I'm doing the dog sitting thing again. I do this every time that I need to leave Hawaii, which makes sense. The dogs get to stay at the house in their comfort zone. I actually like people flying out to the house to stay with the dogs from the mainland. It's more, but this particular trip, Rip, it happens to be your mother-in-law, which is a little bit different. Adam, I have Rip's mother-in-law here at my house without Rip and without his wife. Wow. Thank you, Rip. How did this happen? You just threw it out into the ethosphere when I asked you one night and it just kind of connected, or what?
Yeah, I threw it out to the Argentine nanny and she said, no, I'd rather go to New York. So she's flying to New York Wednesday. And then I thought of my wife's mom because she loves Hawaii. She's retired, so she has the time on her hands, and she loves dogs, so it kind of all made sense. I thought for sure she'd shoot it down, but she said yeah, and next thing you know, she's there.
Yeah, we had a couple texts. Yeah, a couple texts, and it's here. So I mean, I don't know if the weird is the right word, but it's kind of like a stranger a little bit. So we're learning each other, and I have a quick story. You want to learn? What do you want? You can take either A or B.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, choose your own adventure. A is possibly create. Let's see. A will be a crime was committed within our first 10 minutes of landing on this island, and B will be lost over a pastry.
Which I'll let the guest do the honors, Adam.
Well, I mean, I think you steered us into one, DK. You're like a brutal crime was committed is A, and then just a social faux pas is B. Yeah, I think we'll go with A, the brutal crime that was committed within minutes of landing. Yeah, that's the one.
It's good podcasting. All right, Rip, here we go. Your mother-in-law, who's just the sweetest, she arrives, and I pick her up. I have a little bit of time, so I'll back it up just a little bit. I called Rip while I was waiting because the flight was delayed just a little bit, and I said, "Hey, what does she like to eat? Give me the game plan." And he gave me the worst, Adam. He gave me the worst coach's breakdown. I don't even remember what he said, but it was very vague and a lot of coach speak. You gave me, Rip, to be honest with you.
No, it's very complicated because she's a vegetarian, but she also eats like chicken, turkey, and bacon. So it's like. Yeah. She's a vegetarian, but she's not. So I said, just ask her. She'll be honest with you. That was my advice. It's great advice.
It is great advice. But in the situation, I had about 30 minutes to kill, and I was chilling right outside. So where I live in Maui, I'm about 40 minutes away from anything that you would recognize as a chain or a chain restaurant. So I don't get it a lot. So I'm team fat boy. I like fast food. So I'm waiting at a Cane's Chicken, and I call Rip, and I said, what if I just told her that this is local Hawaiian chicken spot? And I bring it back to the house and put it on a plate, and it's not Cane's. So he said, "Go for it."
Maybe some flower petals.
Something nice.
Local flowers on the island. That's what I do.
So I went for it. This was a risk because I didn't want to get the food before. What if she didn't like chicken? What if it was? I knew that I liked Cane's Chicken, and that was that. So first of all, I took that risk. So I got Cane's Chicken smelling up the back of the car here. Pick her up, welcome. Got some local chicken here, all set and good. We drive back to my house. 1 hour. To the other side of the island. Great conversation, wonderful drive. We got the sunset. We got a couple whales that were coming out of the Pacific Ocean on the way home. Come back. I plate our Cane's chicken tenders, lovely coleslaw, Texas toast, a couple of tenders, cardiac.
Nothing says Hawaii local like Texas toast.
Nothing local. Nothing local. The mill proceeds to take about 2 bites and tells doesn't really like processed food that much and very light eater, but there's a clearly decline of the chicken. So all good. But we were shooken up by what happened next. What happened next was a phone call from Southwest Airlines.
Oh my God.
Saying you got to come back and return the bag. You took the wrong bag.
Oh.
Which I think happens often. First of all, I want to say that I think that happens quite often, but
never happened to me.
We go back to the guest room, and sure enough, we have this weird. Suddenly, it becomes a really weird bag. What if it's full of dildos? What if it's full of who even knows? But we have this bag. We have this stranger's bag in here. So then we have this moment. This is late at night. Now we've had our day. I've had my Cane's chicken. I'm ready to smoke a bowl and watch a little sports center. I didn't even get to watch the tournament yesterday.
Like they're trying to get you to take it back that night.
That night. So I tried to make my move, a little weasel move. I'd say, well, I don't know, Mill. Maybe they need to see your ID. So, because I'm trying to get my wife to go with her so I can stay. I said, maybe they need your ID. So I don't know. Let me call them. Nah, anybody can take it. End of the day, me and my wife did the hour drive back. It was very lovely. We listened to New York jazz, very romantic. Drove back. We got the bag. But mother committed a misdemeanor, Rip, very early. We saved her. We got the bag.
Wait, I have a question. Did she take her bag and an extra bag, or did she do a mix-up bag?
Complete mix-up. Complete Freaky Friday happened.
So she got her bag back though. That she did an exchange.
Same night. We did the exchange. We got it all done. We got the meds. We got the bag. Nobody was arrested. I was not on camera at the Maui airport with my little man bun loading up an illegal trafficked bag.
Did the Southwest workers like come in the khaki shorts and the blue shirt and like get all aggressive with you? Like muscle Southwest workers?
I thought it was coming, so I sent my wife in because she looks like a beautiful Hawaiian woman, even though she's Italian, and they never mess with her. I was ahead of you. You know it though. You know you got to plan for that stuff. It was very well executed. I must say I was very proud of myself, Rip, and it's an honor having your mother-in-law here take care of my animals, but she was very grateful after that. And all is well. I haven't read what time is it?
This is $1 million question. Did you open that bag to see why it was so urgent to bring that thing back?
Great question. Would have you, bros? Would you have, Rep?
Yes.
I would have taken a peek. I mean, even if there was $1 million in there, I wouldn't have taken it out, but I would have looked to see. I mean, because you got to know why do I need to drive back to the airport for this bag right now?
Why are you calling?
There's a bunch of French bulldogs in there getting smuggled in. DK.
Yeah. Did they have a luggage tag on it, like a person's name and information?
It did. And I looked at it and I did have that thought. I don't know. Maybe this goes back to how we're raised, guys. I don't know. I had that moment of decision and I decided nay. I said nay. Will I look at that?
Yeah.
I think it was. I think I stared it directly in the face. I wanted to. Trust me. I was thinking everything. There could be some good chocolate I never even heard about in there. I could just get a piece of it, maybe. Who knows what's in there?
You know what creepy thing I would have done, DK? I would have got a little Tupperware with that Cane's chicken coleslaw, put it in the bag. So when they get home, they're like, honey, did you pack the Cane's coleslaw in this little Tupperware? And it's just a mystery the whole time. Like, why would they open our bag and put in coleslaw? I don't know. Why did they take our bag?
This is why we need you back, Comedian Emma. This show got so bad that I was doing comedy minutes for a few weeks. DK tried one. I mean, unbelievable. So we need you back, and thank you for being on. I love it.
And also with the coleslaw, just a random lock of hair.
Oh,
just a big lock.
Why would it? Why would it ruin their whole vacation? It ruin the whole vacation. So if that ever happens in the future to anybody, know that it's a pretty swift process, and people just want their shit back. I was worried they were going to do IDs, and it was going to be a whole kit caboodle. People just want their shit back. Nobody.
You gotta a piece of advice to One Star Nation: you gotta put an identifier on your bag specific to you, personal to you. Like Rip, I don't know what you would put. Big giant, one of your big giant shoes, maybe. You wear size 14, tie it on the bag. Nobody's gonna think that's their bag. DK, a bag of I don't know what's going on with you.
What should I put on there? I want to put a bag of I'll put a bag of gobstoppers. I like a gobstopper that way.
Everlasting gobstopper. Yeah.
You got to name your shit. But that's been good. I got a whole day of travel, so I got to get on a fucking red eye now, boys, tonight. So that's my life now. I got it all worked out. But that's what's happening to me now. When I travel, it has to be this well orchestrated play of dog watchers and people coming over.
Yep.
Can I put you on the list? Can I put you and your lady on the list of Maui dog watchers, Adam?
Who are you talking to?
To you.
Me? No, I don't want to get involved in your bag scam thing, switching bags and my bags with a drug dealer, your bags with I'm not into it, man.
Conned into eating Raisin Canes.
Yeah.
Eating Raisinets, possibly, Rip. Adam, I don't even think I think you're one of the guys who don't fly over ocean bodies of water. You have that look to you.
Hey, I could survive a crash over land, but over water, you don't have a chance, brother. I'm that guy on a plane. I'm giving speeches to everybody. No, it would be good if we got a whole Ocean's 11 kind of caper thing with our group of friends. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
We once did a booze cruise to Encinitas about 20 years ago. We may need to run that back. You know what would be cool? Maybe everybody could come out for this is actually good. This is very good podcasting. This is called a teaser. Maybe we have everybody come out for the Maui Invitational Basketball Classic, Rip, that I went to. We have 10 of us come out and do a lot of hoops, and that actually pretty much that tournament completely fucked up my bracket and ruined me. March Madness has been freaking mad. I mean, it started off mad. Rip,
DK, save it for the pod.
We're recording.
We're on the pod. Okay,
it's on. It's recording. What was the first upset? It came super early this year. Rip, what was it?
Furman beat Virginia, and then a couple hours later, Princeton beat Arizona.
Is that Mark Furman? Is that named after Mark Furman? OJ, private
the Furman college team always throws me off. It really does.
It's been a wild tournament. I mentioned before this cut, the Maui Invitational. They had a handful of teams that I watched play a lot of basketball live, and this is a great example of a one-star scout because I'm judging the end of a season tournament with the beginning of a season tournament completely stupid. I, like a lot of people, picked the Arizona Wildcats. I thought they had a good mix of big, small, old, young. Their bench is a little suspect, but they got the guy with the long hair I like. I thought everything was working for him. Nope. One-star fucking curse. Busted that thing so early. How about the one-star curse of our guy, 7'4", Zach Edey? Adam,
yeah.
You see Purdue and that big man getting kicked out of the tournament?
Hell yeah, I saw Zach Edey, and I know who Zach Edey is. I know which state Purdue's in, or which college. I know. Yeah,
it's crazy.
I called Zach. I called it. I said, "Look, the big man. He's a big man, Zach Edey. But he ain't big enough for this tournament." And that's when I knew.
For everyone who talks about the level of play in college versus the NBA, it's all you need to know is Zach Edey's the consensus national player of the year, but he's not even projected to get drafted in the NBA. He's 7'4", but he runs as fast as
he's a G League.
Adam Lamb.
Guys, I don't know who Zach Edey is. I was trying to fake it, but just if Sig's listening, I just want to be honest.
Thank you, Adam.
Honest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mom, Zach Edey is a 7'4" center for the Purdue Boilermakers who got knocked out by Fairleigh Dickinson University from Teaneck, New Jersey, a small school outside New Jersey. Rip, I love that coach. We need him on, man. He knew something we didn't know about that Purdue team. What else about the tournament surprised you so far, Rip?
Hey, what about Fairleigh Dickinson? What's that name for a college?
Dude,
weird.
It's New Jersey. You got to respect the New Jersey
I don't know.
art colleges, man.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
Sounds like an innocent virgin chick from World War II.
Yeah.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
Or it sounds like an insult. Hey, you're Fairleigh Dickinson. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't like college. I don't like college names or college.
How about your kids' bracket, Rib? I know that he has been studying scoring and conferences, and how's his bracket looking? I was thinking about that during the tournament.
We actually got a big night tomorrow night, Thursday night. It's UCLA versus Gonzaga. He picked UCLA to win the title. I picked Gonzaga, so he filled out a bracket. I filled out. So we're in a bracket challenge, and one of us is going to be knocked out tomorrow night. I hope it's him.
You need to put a bet on the line. Well, you got a bet on the line with your kid?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Rip. You win. Go in and just crush his piggy bank against the wall. Take all the pennies and coins and just walk out and go. I'm going to the liquor store, Wesley.
A little side bet.
Yeah, teach him the dangers of gambling, man. Right there, then and there. You know what I mean?
It's been fun though. It's been a fun tournament. I can't say I say overall I haven't been watching as closely as I normally do. I like to do the destination tournament stuff. We need to bring that back in our lives at some point in time. But I feel like when I do watch Sports Center and catch up, a lot of teams could possibly win this thing. It's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all different. Like when they talk about these huge upsets, it's like nothing's a huge upset in college anymore. It's not like you got, powerhouse teams sticking together for 4 years. So, it's like, oh my God, I think Arizona was the first 2 seed to lose twice ever in the tournament history. I think I saw that the other day, but like that's going to happen now all the time, isn't it?
I think so. With the G League, how it is, and with the top talent, you nailed it. So many different options to go make money and play, but team basketball will win. That's what I'm taking away from this.
Me too.
Good coaching always is going to be good coaching in the college game, but it's damn fun. I could give 2 shits about college basketball, I think, but I'm always going to be a tournament guy. Anytime Rip or Comedian Adam Lab, you guys want to get a trip together, put me on the list. I love March Madness trips. I need to do one as I'm talking it out here. It's been too
Rip and I. Every time you mention a trip, Rip and I stay silent, so I'm going to keep that going. We're not going to respond positively to the trip idea at all. I don't think anybody wants to do a trip. So, but I don't want to get awkward here. This kid, this 7'4" kid, Fairleigh Dickinson, he's got talent, guys. He might not jump right to the NBA and dominate first year, but year 5, year 6, he's coming into his own. He's got some moves. This kid's good, Fairleigh Dickinson. Watch out.
This is the kind of 1-star college basketball talk you're going to find a 1-star.
Yep. Yeah. And the rest of the nation, nobody knows anything what they're talking about anytime they're talking about anything college basketball. But it's been fun. Hey, 1-star moments of the week, boys. We all do things that we're embarrassed about. Just we don't talk about them on this podcast. We do. Rip, are you getting Botox in that forehead?
Close. I got about a year ago, my wife and I went to this school fundraiser. It's like a party. You dress up in costume for my kids' elementary school. And my wife had a couple beers and she bid on a silent auction item. It was a gym membership. It was a free personal training session with like 5 free fitness classes. So we got it. The next morning we're like, oh shit, we bought this. And so it sat on our dresser for like a year. And I finally called the other day to schedule a class. And so I had this personal training session. I'm mid 40s, like out of shape. And so I show up to this session was all right, whatever. He kind of went over some exercise with me. So I signed up for this fitness class and I get there the other night. It was my first, it was a CrossFit type class. I've never done a CrossFit workout in my life. I go to Planet Fitness for Christ's sake. These guys just ate me alive. It was like 50-year-olds in the class, like 5 of them. I am like breathing hard and puking and I had to cut exercise.
Really? You are you just saying the puke or did you really
if I would have pushed it I would have puked, but I didn't actually puke, but I had to skip exercises to make it through. I mean, these people were like 50-year-old CrossFit Games like challengers and they just humiliated me. I don't think I'm going back. I have 4 more classes, but I'm not sure I'm going back. 1-star.
It's like that cheesy show American Gladiators. Rip just gets hit by like a foam harpoon at one point. They're just hunting him, and
that's what it was. They had me jumping rope. Like I haven't jumped rope since like middle school, junior high.
Can I say something? And DK, you know this, and I don't compliment friends a lot. Rip has been in the same good condition since we first met him. He should be teaching a class about. I guarantee there were pudgy jerks in that.
No, this was a different level. I mean, I have not done regular decent shape is different from doing a CrossFit class. That shit is.
But what's the goal? What's the goal? Are you a Navy SEAL?
No, I just wanted to get my 5 free classes.
Well, you are, but fitness as a whole. But he does have something right, Rip. You have all looked exactly the same since I've met you. Maybe you need to be teaching about a Cheez-Its diet or something fucking weird. You're weird.
That's the point. These CrossFit freaks should take a class from Rip. He didn't have to work to get his body and his handsomeness at all.
You just told me I look like Princess Leia at the beginning of the show.
Because of the hood. It's doing a shadow thing. It's really weird.
I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you. I like those like daily ultimate trainings that they used to do at my gym. And I really think they're great. Those are warm-ups before you go lift, man. I think if you do 2 or 3, you're athletic enough that you actually might enjoy it a little bit, bro. Keep going. Don't be a pussy.
I'll try.
I'm just saying, what's the goal, Rip? What's the goal? To get a better body than you already have? Not possible.
Yeah, I actually showed the personal trainer this tweet from a guy who's about to be drafted in the NFL in like the 4th round. He put on like 10 pounds of muscle in like 8 weeks. And so I showed him this tweet. It was like a wide receiver from Bethune-Cookman or something. And the guy goes, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I can do that. I can help you do that." And
Wow.
so yeah, we'll see.
That's like when you bring your you go to get a haircut and you show the picture of Tom Brady. They're not being honest with you.
And you ended up looking like Greg Brady. 1-star moment of the week.
And I know you guys don't like jumping around, but there's a kid, 7'4", named Bethune-Cookman, looking good. Year 5 in the NBA, gonna dominate, boys.
My 1-star moment of the week. So I talked about cleaning my fridge out, which I've been really proud of myself, adulting and taking care of that shit. I'm getting ready for a trip, so I'm on it again. So I was getting some disrespect from a couple podcast friends. I send them a picture of my pantry with my snacks quarterly. And this one happened to have some cereal brands that I caught some heat from. Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops were the 2 that caught the heat. A little self-conscious about when I was going to eat them. They sat up there a little long. Anyway, I'm cleaning out my fridge. I did it, Rip. I did it, and I haven't done this in a long time. I went ham. I did Apple Jacks, Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, and 2 Cocoa Puffs. 1 large bowl.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you all the same bowl?
1 large bowl.
Give me a rating on a scale of 1 to 5 stars.
I don't think that's a good mix.
Enjoyable process, really kind of like getting a frozen yogurt that somebody prepared for you and put toppings on that you are guessing as you take bites. Kind of fun. So I give that a funness level. I had really bad diarrhea this morning, so I don't think you can eat that much cereal.
See, Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops are sister cereals.
Yeah.
Those are fine. A sprinkling of Frosted Flakes, maybe just a couple flakes
for the milk, for the milk flavor. Yeah,
the Cocoa Puffs mixed in. Yeah, that's weird.
I was
man.
thinking I'd have good milk at the end, and it was a little bit. It was too. I went too much. It was too much. So Adam nailed it. Actually, you're right. AJ and Fruit Loop combo could be it. And S2, suck a dick. I heard you guys talking about Life cereal and Cheerios. Okay, get with it. Get with it.
Wait, who's talking shit? Who is it?
Our friends at Shooting 2 Pod, they had something to say about everything all the time with my food. Every time.
Hey, I'll tell you this, more like Shooting Poo Pod. There. Hey, shots fired, Shooting Poo. What you gonna do?
What do you got, Adam Lamb? What was your 1-star moment of the week?
I think it was earlier today during the Ish interview. I got a little nervous, guys. You guys interview these athletes all the time. I've watched every game of Ish's son's career. I haven't, seen him before that. And yeah, when he popped up on the screen and he's a super friendly guy, I think if he was like jerky or something, then I would go into like, hey, all right, that the nervousness is out of me now because now I'm kind of in a little bit of a fight mode. But he was so nice that, I felt like I was just smiling at him like a creep.
You did very well, Mr. Adam Lamb. I thought you did a great job. But it's
1 star. That was a 1-star for me.
Was that your first on-camera interview of a celebrity?
Yeah, I've never interviewed anybody. And when I've come on your pod before, I just talked to you guys had already done the interview. Now, look, I was on a pod where you guys interviewed Jim McMahon. Yeah, if I would have talked to Jim McMahon, I probably would have just been really strange, like just blabbering and giving him my address or something. It would have been weird, but it wasn't that level with Ish. I'm just saying, all of a sudden I was like, bam, there's Ish. There's a guy I see, every 3 nights a week playing. And I got a little nervous.
Way to be vulnerable, big dog. I couldn't even.
I know.
And I like that. I think, what do you do when you get nervous? You talk a little bit more than you want to or something?
No, I think I talk less. I think I was just sitting there staring at him. But yeah, I sent a letter as soon as we were done. I sent a postcard to Footprint Center apologizing if I offended. I said 2-ish on it. I hope they get it to him. I don't know. I was the guy wearing your shirt in the interview, Adam. I don't know if you remember me.
Don't go into stalker mode.
He did love that shirt, man. I love that shirt. I love that shirt.
Yeah.
I was just checking out his Twitter because he promised us he's going to shoot 100 threes tonight and tweet it out. So I think I'm going to add him and see how many he made out of that. Come on, Ish.
Get it going. All right, we're gonna do quick recommendations to wrap up this show. I have it on my notes, and I just want to bring it up really fast. I don't know if we care that much. There's zero Cardinals movement. I don't even know if the Arizona Cardinals are an NFL football team. I don't even know if they're participating in free agency. But
so
our guy,
weird.
I say our guy, Aaron Rodgers, the guy, has
Not my guy.
to the
Not
Jets.
my guy.
Just throwing it out there right now. Is this Brett Favre going to the Jets? Is this Joe Montana going to the Chiefs? Is this Jake Plummer going to the Broncos? Or is this a Super Bowl team? Rip?
7-10. No, nothing to see here. 7-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he'd go to the AFC. Go to the NFC is weak as.
I mean, this is the guy who wants like all the attention he can get. Of course, he's going to the biggest media market in the world, you know. So that's the reason for that. But yeah, 7
and DK, you named other quarterbacks who had they didn't win a Super Bowl, but they had decent success.
Mm-hmm.
Plummer to the Broncos had decent. Favre, I think that 1 year in the Jets, I think they made the playoffs or got close. They were way improved.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I don't get the going to the Jets thing. Just weird.
He's
But did the Raiders say we're not interested?
Well, a couple teams that I thought the Falcons said we're not.
Niners. What about the Niners?
The Niners seem to have their situation figured out. I mean, who knows? He's Russell Westbrook of the NFL. He comes with more than just quarterbacks. So big, we'll see. We got Rick Pitino in St. John, and we got Aaron Rodgers. Who knows what's going to be going on? Ayahuasca at the strip clubs now. New York's getting wild.
Wow.
I think it's good for sports. I think it's good for sports to have the New York teams doing big moves and doing interesting things. I just don't think it's the mix for me. Where did Mike White end up signing?
Miami, back up to.
Perfect. God damn.
By the way, the Cardinals. It seems like the Cardinals think free agency starts April 12th and not March 12th. They're just
more like April 1st.
You try to get April Fool's joke in there, Adam. But what?
I'm trying to burn anybody I can. The two podcast too. Remember them? I don't like them at all.
Oh yeah, shooting poo. Adam, I want to give before Rex. I want you to talk directly to. Go ahead and talk directly to Gary in Phoenix. He's probably the biggest Phoenix Suns fan that we know. Go ahead and let Gary know how you think this season is going to wrap up and what Gary needs to do if the Phoenix Suns are going to have success.
You know, I'm not going to address this. Is addressed to Gary, but it's addressed to Suns fans. I've left almost all Suns social media because it is so depressing. This is the thing about Lakers fans. Lakers fans are ridiculous, right? LA sports fans are ridiculous. But I wish there was a little more Lakers fans and Suns fans of Lakers this year. Lakers fans think they're going to win it. They think they're going to get in. They're going to get healthy. The Garys of the world, the Suns fans of the world in Phoenix have none of that. It's the opposite. When Durant sprained his ankle, there was a movement, "Are the Suns cursed?" hashtag, "Are the Suns cursed?" out of people like, One Star Gary and these kind of people. I can't take it.
For an ankle sprain.
I know. Are we cursed?
Right.
Are we
He's
cursed?
right. He's right. Like the Edwin Diaz moment, bro. We're fucked.
So this is the thing. Yeah, Lakers fans are completely delusional the other way. I remember the last 3 years of Kobe, they'd always say, well, if we trade for LeBron and D-Wade and, whoever the biggest, we're going to turn this. They always thought it was going to be turned around, right? The Suns fans are the opposite. There's something in the middle of those two, right? Like, hey, like I said to Rip and Gary, it's all going to be about Durant's health. If Durant's healthy in the playoffs, you're a contender. If he's not, you're not. And that's what it is. I don't know if I love that. I kind of wish they would have kept Mikal and Cam, and see how this thing turns out. Everybody wants Golden State's dynasty, but nobody wants to hold on to players and let it happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. They always want to, as soon as there's value, they want to get rid of them for the bigger name.
Bingo.
But that's where I'm at with Gary. I got it real quick. I got in a Twitter argument with Gary because about 4 or 5 weeks ago, Josh Okogie had this monster game in a loss, right? He scored like 30 in a loss.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking okay, it was a loss. I think it was after the trade, but before Durant had played. And I'm thinking, that's good for the playoffs. We need a guy like that isn't going to score 30 a night, but could have a big quarter, big half, big game in the playoffs. That's great. I get on Twitter and this Gary guy, it's a bad sign when Josh Okogie leads your team in scoring. That's where we fall into. And I was just like, what are you talking? That's a great sign. You need guys like that when you've just weakened your depth of your team. Yeah. And what happens? Okogie's looked great since. So
you nailed it. Phoenix Suns fan Gary. it's a big who fucking knows, Rip. It doesn't feel great. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't feel great.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it feels weird. I know that we're going out to sea without a motor in the boat and maybe without two really good sails, maybe, but not like a motor down there. I don't know. We'll see. That's my son's.
Well, I think most boats are sail or motor. I don't think there's many combo sail motor boats, but there are some. You're right, DK.
That was a bad analogy. Fuck, I gotta get back.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's like watching a season of The Office. You see a bunch of people working together. Some of them are friends, some of them are enemies, some of them are lovers. But then sometimes the show will make you cry. Sometimes it'll make you laugh. But in the end, you just hope that they win the championship.
That is it. That's our sports takes pretty much in a nutshell. You just actually nailed it. This is why we talk about us and the dumb things we do, not about sports as much. Recommendations of the week, homies. Anything that made you feel good that you want to yell at the rooftops to the world and you want to share with the world. I'll start because mine is super easy, and it's a tied back to my good friend Rip. And this is like a Rip family show today, man. I feel like very positive for the look at this, Rip. We're bigger than podcast friends and best friends. We're sharing stuff. When you were here, you watched my dog struggle to jump on my couch many a time, and you gave some really cool recommendations. Which you thought I was just ignoring you. I just was annoyed really with you saying it again because you said it like 7 times. You should get stairs for your couch, mini stairs.
Bingo.
And you know what? I'm gonna get some mini stairs. Guess what? After one day of training, fucking dogs love them. We love them. It's the cutest thing ever. Rec of the week. If your dog is above 8 years old, or you just like cute stuff, get dog stairs.
Hey, your dog had her spleen removed. She's what, like 12 years old. She was telling you, I need a little help to get up on this couch that I love so much. And I could see it in her eyes. And you sent me a picture today of my mother-in-law sitting in the couch. I saw that ramp in there, and it brought me to tears. It was good stuff.
You can't even get it out. You can't get it out without laughing.
The Caesar Milan
starts laughing.
The Caesar Milan of fucking Long Beach over there, man. What do you got, bro? Anything? Well, let's save Adam for last. Best for last. What's your?
I got 3 words. Outer Banks, Netflix. It's a show. I think it's in season 3 now. I started. I'm at the end of season 1.
16? That's a show for 16-year-olds.
Dude, there's a couple guys in that show that remind me of myself at that age. If nobody knows, I played a young drug dealer named X in a movie called The Hills. And these guys are trying to find their way. They're misfits, and like I said, it reminds me of myself in the early 20s. But yeah, really entertaining show. About a treasure hunt in the Outer Banks of the Carolinas, and 5 stars on Netflix. Check it out.
That's terrible. Hey, before I get my recommendation, DK, I know earlier you wanted to start doing paternity tests and stuff. So this just hit me. Can I ask something? I don't want it to feel awkward and weird, but I have a question to ask, and I hope this doesn't bring the show down. Rip, are you logging into my DirecTV credentials to watch a bunch of different stuff?
I used your HBO Max password. You set up a profile.
I gave you the HBO Max. Is there anything?
Oh yeah,
else?
You know what? I actually have. Yeah, because I think your fiance gave me the password a long time ago for something, and I think if I need to watch it on my phone on the road, it's saved in there, so I'll still use it. But I mean, dude, I'm not watching much TV.
Why are you not saying it? Is it Pornhub? Why are you not saying what it is?
Yeah, I mean, that was the most awkward. What did she give you access to? Zumba classes or something?
No, just the DirecTV account. I think it was. I can't remember why. I was probably at your house one day.
Why? You seeing what Rip's watching and you're questioning it, Adam? This is what sounds.
I have a lot of and Rip's response was 100% honest. I'll just leave it at that. And you could tell by the way his voice went all over the place. The guy's monotone 99.9% of his life, and now he just sounds like he's Wayne Newton or something over here singing.
I feel like I'm on the witness stand. Gee.
Well, I mean, where else am I going to? Am I going to do this one-on-one when we talk?
Save it for the pod. Save it for the pod.
Adam, why don't you throw out 3 strange things you've possibly seen on that, and let him respond with one word response.
DK, it is so incredibly strange and creepy. I don't even want to throw it out there because if I'm wrong, it could be our friend John Buckley's in my account. It could be something very strange is going on. Could be a conspiracy. I'm not blaming Rip. I'm just asking the questions.
We've shared meals. We've shared a home. We've shared girlfriends. Why can we not share a DirecTV password?
We've shared that ravioli pan. You used to cook your Chef Boyardee and everything.
We shared a turkey on Thanksgiving.
The greenery fat boys. Adam, everybody's been waiting. What is your recommendation of the week, sir?
Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. This is going to be a little weak. I don't have anything great, but I'd say 2 weeks ago, we started watching Tulsa King on Paramount Plus.
Cosign. We like it in our house.
Oh, yeah. And look, I know a lot of like drama, crime show things now end on like big cliffhangers every single week, crazy action. It's a little more mellow, but I think it works. And I like Sylvester Stallone. I don't think you really have to come in loving Stallone to like him in this. That would be my take.
I wanted to not watch it because of him and think he was old and think it was cheesy and think it was fucking Tulsa mob cheesy, but it was entertaining. Yeah. And I watched, and it's good. Check it out if you need a show. If you need a show, check it out.
If you need it, yeah, that's exactly it. Like,
watch out, Sig. He's using your Paramount Plus password.
Look, Rip, we'll talk. I mean, I'm not good with confrontation except in venues like this. So
Save it for the pod. Save it for the pod. Yo,
every time we had a little small talk conversation earlier, one star nation, DK was screaming, "Save it for the pod."
We can't use our good material.
I just got back from the mailbox. Save it for the pod. Why would you even tell us that now?
Now it's going to be the longest pod in the history of One Star Recruits.
Sorry. All right, guys, I'm done. Thank you.
Phoenix Suns fans, we're excited. We are fans of the Phoenix Suns. Arizona Cardinals, if you're listening. I don't even know the coaching staff's names right now. Rip, Steve Keim. If you're out there, come on in. Tell us what's going on. We'd have you on the show. I don't know when you're starting free agency, but we're ready.
He got fired like a month ago.
That's what I'm saying. But he can still come. He can still come, Rip, and tell us what happened in Mexico. We still want to know what happened. Okay.
I don't have a good feeling about the new coach, guys. I'm sorry. Seems like a nice guy. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna work.
3-14. 3-14.
3-14, Rip. You were right on last year. I hate it when you do this and you're right. You little Yoda looking like Princess Yoda over there.
Princess Yoda.
Take the 3. God, it's going to be a hard time in the Valley.
What's
not going to be a hard time is, let's see, giving us 5 stars on this damn podcast. If you stuck with us for this long, we appreciate you and we love you. 1 stars. I'm going to be in Arizona next week, catching up with a couple of our other friend podcasts. I'll report back. Comedian Adam Lamb, you can catch him in Southern California. He's all over the place. DM us if you want to chill with Adam and eat lasagna. He's an expert at that. Rip, hit the music and give us some fucking words of encouragement to end our week.
My only words of encouragement are I want a commitment right here, right now from Adam Lamb to come on the show once every quarter at least. Let's take baby steps.
I want to be the new gambling expert.
All right.
Because I lost a lot of money when you guys had that other gambling expert. I bet all his bets, and there were tough financial times. Everybody was talking about COVID times being tough. My bet times with that guy was tough. I'll tell you what. Man, not a winner in the bunch. Not one.
Not one in the bunch. Hey, we're gonna have Adam back as soon as we win our first playoff round with the Phoenix Suns for an update. Maybe we'll have Ish back. Who knows? We never know. The stars might align.
Awesome.
Thank you, listeners. We'll see you next week. We love you.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.